But let's get this started. Let's get the show on the road. Here we go. So once again, this is a spliced run. That means I just recorded all of these levels individually and then spliced them all together. And it's basically, this isn't supposed to show what a perfect run is. This is not supposed to show, you know, anything like that. This is supposed to show what I think, I don't know, this is sort of like a reasonably perfect run. Like, this could in theory be done. Who knows if anyone even will get a run this fast. But for the most part, I just wanted something I can point people to when they're like, how fast can warpless go? This is pretty much what I think. So I showed off pretty much all the fastest, most viable strats that you could actually pull off in a full run. I also spent some time trying to do some cool-looking swag stuff, just to make it as entertaining as possible. Like, right here, you get just a little taste. Double Goomba kill, let's go. Hit the power-up block. I just did pretty much everything I could to be entertaining. But, yeah. And I played it on a practice ROM hack that has all the extra information up at the top. Thanks for the sub, by the way. I didn't even try to, you know, make it look like a clean, full run. Like, it's blatantly spliced. The patterns throughout all the levels don't even match up. Like, you couldn't get a continuous playthrough to look like this based on when I started on the title screen. I'm sure you could find some frame rule route to use. By the way, I got 259 on the timer there with grabbing the mushroom. It's the first time, as far as we know, it's the first time we have recorded evidence of anyone getting 259 from the start of the level. That power-up grab is insane. If you release jump before you grab the power-up, you can then buffer a jump out of the animation. That barely gets you enough time to save the frame rule. No slowdown Bowser kill, almost got a 262. And this ROM hack's cool, and it's also a useful reason I did it on this. Look in the top right, under that R, it said 03. That means there was 3 frame rules remaining in... There were 3 frames remaining in the frame rule, so I had 3 frames to spare while still getting the frame rule. If I wanted to save another frame rule, I would have had to save 18 more frames, which the task does. But a human will never do that. I mean, you actually can't without left plus right, so... I did this wall jump purely for fun. That saves no time. I just did it because I could. If you go any faster, you get... Like, I actually wasted frames at the start of the level, because if you go too fast, you get a 6, and you'll get 6 fireworks, but I forgot to hit the split in 1-4. I actually saved 0.35 in 1-4, not in 2-1. Not much special in this water section. I just kind of swim. So yeah, again, in the top left you can see it's saying how many frame rules have passed since power on. This practice hack was basically made to let us pick what frame rule we wanted to play on, because that determines what enemy patterns you get and stuff. And so I wasn't gonna sit and find the perfect route through the game that would get me all the Bowser and enemy patterns I wanted for a run that I'm like not even attempting to do right now. So I just went to frame rules that gave me the good patterns. You could find a route through the game where if you do all these strats, you'll get the Bowser patterns you need and stuff, but for this, I didn't do that, so, I mean, it's like, again, it's like blatantly spliced. Not technically a valid run through the game, but it's just a demonstration to show, like, all the fastest strats you probably could pull off in a full run. So we do another flagpole glitch here. You can do flagpole glitch on every flagpole, in theory. Only some of them have a good setup. I only did 4 of them throughout this whole run. Spoilers. But I only did all of the easiest flagpole glitches, and if you do any more than that, even doing 4 plus everything else is pretty stupid, so... Yeah. I just did all the easiest ones that didn't require any other stupid setup. That Bowser kill, you'll notice he died in 4 fireballs. He's supposed to die in 5, but he actually has 2 hitboxes in the NES version. and because of that, you can actually make a fireball hit both hitboxes and do double damage. So I slow down just enough to let him get closer to the ground so my fireballs will hit, and then do double damage so he dies really fast. And like, you barely save that frame rule, but it is a viable strat. I've done that in runs to save time, if I'm like behind. A lot of the strats that I'm gonna save time over my time that's on the splits, a lot of them are, right now, for me they're just like backup strats if I need to make up time, but eventually they will be these strats. Also, yeah, 3-2, normally a very easy level, but we tried to make it as interesting as we could. Because a lot of levels have frame rules to spare, or frames to spare to still keep the frame rule. Like in the top right it says 9, that means I could have wasted 9 more frames and still not lost any time. And double jump. Kill all the enemies, shoot through the platforms. Alright, 3-4, you're probably going to see a similar Bowser kill to what I did in 2-4. Yeah, so I accidentally only shot one fireball off, but then both of the later fireballs did double damage, so I killed him in 3 shots. That's the minimum number you could kill him in. Pretty silly. Oh, so the frame rule counters and a lot of the values at the top of the screen, they aren't updated every frame. Like the ROM would probably lag if you did that. So they're only updated, I think it checks for updates every time you do an input, so, or like every time I land on the ground. So that's why they're not always counting up. Also on this ROM, I guess I'll just take time to explain the other things. Under the A and B, you can set those to whatever memory address you want. So by default, A is X position on this ROM hack, and B is X subpixel. But later, I set them to some different things. Like later, I think I set A to like Bowser's health, and then I set B to, what did I make the other one? Oh, I set it to Mario's speed. So you'll see those change later. They're set to different things. I didn't know about those, and someone suggested I start watching those values instead because they're more useful for this. Can't even fathom the time saves thus far. Yeah, so we're already 2 seconds, 6 frame rules ahead of the current world record, my PB. And my PB already beats World 1 like a second faster than everyone else. So, pretty nuts. Okay, we have this flip coming up. I already do this in runs. This isn't anything I don't already do. But this Bowser kill, I mean, you might have seen me do this in a video a little while ago, but the no slowdown 4-4 kill, kind of insane. If you get the right pattern, it's actually not too bad. It's just really hard to get the right pattern when you have to do that clip, and it like varies how fast you get to Bowser. And you'll notice in a lot of these really fast Bowser kills you're seeing me do, oh man, the double Koopa kill. I did that completely on accident. There's like this rare pattern where that Koopa is jumping really high. I think it happened because I was like doing all these backwards jumps and weird things that I don't normally do. And they just came together and died in one fireball shot. So that was awesome. But, yeah, a lot of these Bowser kills, I get, like, right next to Bowser for the last shot. I don't know if it's frame perfect. Maybe due to the way the game checks for hit detection, it could be 2 frames sometimes, but I think it's usually frame perfect. Like, right before you touch Bowser, you can launch a fireball and kill him. And it might seem unviable, but I'm actually pretty consistent. Like, I've started doing the fast kill in 6-4. I hit it the first 2 runs in a row that I went for it. And I do it in 1-4 all the time. So, it is pretty viable. It's just hard to do all of this. And also, it's hard just to, like, find a route through the game that gives you all the good patterns if you're doing all these strats. The triple bounce plus double fireball to kill 2 more enemies. Okay. 5-4. You can do the same fast kill as 2-4 and 3-4 in this level. I mean, it's literally a repeat of 2-4, but harder. But the problem is, there's like an extra Podoboo that jumps, and with the Podoboo and Fireball blocking your shots, it was really hard to get that kill. So I did that instead. I found a frame rule where Bowser would jump forwards, and then that's an alternate way to do super fast kill. You get the 2 regular opening shots, you jump and shoot 2 like right next to him and barely don't touch him, and then go under and shoot the final one backwards. Now if you think you've seen every method of fast kill, just wait. I think I do an even different one in 6-4 and 7-4. So now we have 6-2. Normally a very hard level with Small Mario, but it's made pretty trivial with fireballs. But that would be silly. Why would we make it trivial in this fun swag run? We obviously have to jump through the whole thing and do backwards pipe jumps. Just for no reason. But I couldn't keep it going past that point, so I just started going forward. And you get a 3 on the clock, which would make 3 fireworks go off if you don't slow down at all. So even though I did a little slowdown at the end, it doesn't waste time. You could do flagpole glitch in this level, one of the harder ones, but again, I only did 4 because doing more than that, doing 4 is already pretty stupid, and then I did the 4 easiest ones. This level, you have to grab the flagpole right when it changes from 6 to 5, so you don't get the fireworks. You'll see the remaining frames in the top right is like 1 or 0 probably. It's a really tight frame rule, but I do a little setup at the beginning of the level to get it. This level, I actually figured out that with this Bowser kill, if I shoot the fireballs later, I'll get less lag, but I hadn't figured that out by the time I recorded this, so I think I got like 3 frames of lag there that I could cut out. You can get 0. So there's like 3 frames there that we shouldn't have had. Does 1 or 0 mean it's not frame perfect, but you have 2 frames? If you have 1 under the R at the top right, that means you could have lost 1 more frame and still gotten the frame rule. So if it says 0, that means you barely got the frame rule. And 1 more would lose it. Like 20 is the worst. That means you barely lost the frame rule. Not even 7-1 bullet bill glitch. Yeah, you're right. How silly. So yeah, you could do like 9 more flagpole glitches. You could do 7-1 bullet bill glitch. Someone else could do that. I'm not gonna do that. But this run right here, in theory, minus all the stupid, unnecessary swag stuff I do, this run right here, all these strats, this time I get, I think I actually, like, could pull this run off if I grinded for long enough. Probably won't. Probably, if anything, would try and get this minus, like, 2 or 3 of the flagpole glitches. But, yeah. I think this run will probably be done someday. This time will probably be achieved someday. Or at least someone will probably get within a second of this. Because you could cut out a couple flag plug glitches, you could cut out like the 1-4 power-up grab that's really stupid. Or, you know, any of the really hard stuff. But I think people could get good enough to get all of these Bowser kills. Fireball barely didn't count. That's the last flag plug glitch. 7-3 is just like 2-3. Easiest levels to do flag plug glitch in my opinion. This kill probably looks really hard. I actually did this kill like 5 times in a row when I was messing with it to record this. I was just like trying to figure out exactly how I wanted to do the Bowser kill. I actually did this so many times in a row. Like, it's very doable. Like, the 2-3 and the 2-4 and 3-4 kills are actually the harder ones in this video. So yeah, we're in World 8. We're approaching the end. What kind of time are we looking at? What's it gonna be? Is it gonna be 1856? What's it gonna be? Before choke. Yeah, I'm getting real nervous, guys. Last time I streamed one of these, like, blatantly spliced runs, people came in at the end and thought I was actually on some insane run. So if anyone is just coming in, no, this run is spliced. I'm not, like, on the run of my life right now. I'm not using the controller. That Boba glitch is an actual, like, legitimate setup I found that you could use in a warpless run. And Boba glitch is not that hard to execute. The stupid part about it is just that it only works every other frame. So it's just a big risk to go for. But I believe it is viable. Fake out that I'm gonna jump over the hammer bro. Intentional bonk on the stairs. Don't want to see any comments about, oh, you lost time in 8-3 because you have to avoid fireworks. 5 seconds ahead. What's the final time gonna be? Whatever it says on the timer at the end won't be completely accurate because I'm manually controlling that. So I'll announce what the actual accurate time is. I fired a fireball there. 8-4, you can obviously do it slightly faster than this with more fast accelerations, a better turnaround room. I just got one that was like really good enough. The 8-4, the speed I got through 8-4, you actually could do this without any fast accel. Here we go. It's time. Alright. I hit the split. Live split took. I literally watched live split take an extra like 0.2 to stop. You probably could hear the sound of it going off, and then live split took a second to stop because being kind of stupid right now, it does that sometimes. But yeah.